Hey, it's White Boy Chris. If the Pat Downs ever made you laugh, then join our Patreon and support us. Get bonus content, a t-shirt, or an autographed copy of Rabbit, Miss Pat's autobiography. Visit MissPatComedy.com for the link to the Patreon, and while you're there, join our Facebook group.
Welcome to another episode of the Pat Down. I'm here with Chris, and I'm here with Dion. I don't know if y'all know this, but I think the Indiana Pacers beat
Cleveland.
Yeah.
I was in Cleveland.
Finals, baby.
Those people were so fucking upset in Cleveland. And when I saw y'all new uniform, oh my God, they look so yay. But
ain't nobody see y'all uniforms. They ain't never.
Yeah.
they look little boys. And everybody was
I hate them too.
Everybody was so upset in Cleveland. Did y'all make it? Yeah, so y'all knocked them out?
We play them tonight, actually. So when this comes out, we may have wrapped it up or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, honey, they was like, oh my God, I was like, Indiana beat y'all. And so I caught a glimpse and I was like, with them old ugly ass uniforms on? Oh, okay. But Cleveland hanging there. I'm sorry that Indiana's whipping your ass and you're making Dion some money. I know, because he's a gambling motherfucker.
They really are.
He probably got his dick on eBay. So.
They like when you have my passport, I can't get back. You take it off.
Well, you got to stay tuned after the music because Chris come out as something that you really want to hear.
I come out as a ghost.
Yeah.
So you the nigga on the camera.
Yeah.
Ooh, that shirt looks familiar.
I wish that ghost had some fucking money. I wish you'd have told me what his bank account number was. Let me do a transfer. But stay tuned after the music. We'll be right back with Chris digging a cup.
You better get up, get out, and tune into this podcast. This Pat spit the truth, spit the real fact. Nothing but the ugly, classy at the same time. Pat got the flavor, these are not your same lines. That's the politics, she been on the real grind. It could be pretty but ugly at the same time. Just tune in, put your lock on the spin down. Ain't no need for the wait and turn it up now. What you talking about? Is it real though? And cut the game, you get no play like Nintendo. You wasted time, turn it up, nothing but the ugly. Straight off the top, everything she say, you know it's funny. Full blast, this a taste of the future. Listen on your iPhone, on your desktop computer. Share it, tweet it, ain't no way to beat it. Nothing but the ugly, turn it up and gon' repeat it.
I don't know. How you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah.
It's technology,
You
man.
sound like you need an edible.
Can you get that thing out my face knock here?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, everything you're bad.
Man, look,
This
I
wasn't
had
his.
it was the ATM. We had to reset the black magic. I think it's faulted out.
Now, here we're doing a podcast. We didn't ask you all that. I just want to get and go and out here and do my garden. I finally got a tomato today.
You got a tomato? Tomato plant or just a tomato?
No, the tomato is actually growing. It's pretty small, but I'm very fucking excited that I got a tomato.
Have you been keeping track of when you started? Like how many days into the process?
It's been about 2 weeks because I went to New York. And then I went to New York and Cleveland, and I came back and I had a tomato. But I got
Did you
these
start by
fucking-
seed? Or did you get a
I
start?
started by a plant, and some of the stuff is by seed. But the problem I'm having is these son of a bitches, bugs, keep eating up every motherfucking thing.
Yeah.
Everything got a hole in it like a fucking herpes dick or some shit. So I went about this. I went about this stuff today. What?
You should get a camera and record your garden growing like over time, and then do a voiceover of how you just roast them fucking bugs. You know? That shit would blow up on TikTok like fucking gangbusters.
Well, I don't know about all that. I don't sit no camera out there. What?
What kind of? Do you know what kind of tomato?
It's a green. It's gonna be red, but it's green right now. But I'm. What's fun?
Oh my god, that was Yogi Bear if I ever heard it.
That's funny. But
I meant like variety, like big boy, better boy.
no, I don't know nothing about that shit. All I know is my flowers got holes in it like a drive-by. The leaves, and I'm sick of this shit. And so I'm going out here when we finish this podcast to take some of that mulch out. And I bought me some marigold, and I bought me some basil. That's supposed to keep the the incense away, and I bought something called 7 that I'm gonna put on top of it. I'm gonna fuck these bugs up because I'm trying to turn some of my land into farm land.
Yeah, marigolds and basil, that all really works well. And then make sure you wash. Don't eat the
My
7.
ass.
Well, that too, but maybe put some 7 back there.
It's gonna turn green and then gonna turn red.
No, I'm gonna sprinkle it on there because it's been raining a lot here, so I'm gonna make sure I get that done too. I got to give a shout out to Cleveland. Thank you for all the sold out shows last weekend. This weekend I'm in Virginia Beach, and I just added another show. I can't add no more because I'm tired and I'm fucking old. I'm already tired before I get there. But thank you, Virginia Beach, for showing up and showing the fuck out. And with that said, how you guys been doing?
Things are good. We're about a month away from the baby, so just kind of ready for all that.
Reagan's birthday was yesterday, right?
She had her birthday yesterday, Mother's Day, all that stuff.
Nice.
Yep.
I've had people, so mine's depressing. You know?
How was your week? Because I saw a picture of you and Sylvester Stallone.
I went to the upfronts, right? And the upfronts is like, everybody's up under the umbrella of Paramount and Viacom, which is BET and all these other shows up under these umbrellas. They all one company, which is Viacom, I think. And so I go there, and to me, they wanted me to be there, but they didn't know if I can handle I'm an all white crowd.
So
yeah, sweet talking advertisers, that sort of thing.
I don't think they thought I could be funny without cursing. So they didn't trust it. To me, I felt like they didn't trust the star or the person that they asked to be there.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just how I felt, and I could just tell that the person who booked me was a little worried. And so I look around, and I noticed there was not one picture of me. There was not one clip of my show. So I said, damn, ask me to come and don't even advertise a show.
Yeah, that sucks.
So I was a little hurt, that a network where you like being at didn't have no representation of one of their top shows.
Yeah. Did they have other BET stuff up?
Yeah, they had other BET shows up there. They had the Uncles, they had DR in Detroit, they had all the Tyler Perry stuff. They had everybody's shit except mine.
That's really weird.
And no, that's what it is. So I didn't say anything. I said, I'm here for a reason. They asked me to do a job, and I'm gonna go do it. So I walked out and I said, hey, y'all, I'm Miss Pat from the Miss Pat Show. And I said, did you notice that there's not one clip of my show? Not even a picture of me. I said, they actually have a picture on this string, look like a headshot. I'm about to be playing at a comedy club. I said, well, they told me to tell you I was happy to be here, but I don't know. But I know a lot of y'all sell stuff, right? Y'all the advertisement for Paramount. They say, yeah. I said, well, can any of y'all sell a big black woman as the next Pine Sol lady? I always wanted to be a Pine Sol lady ever since I was a little girl.
What?
You told the whole room that?
The
you
whole room?
Pine Sol lady?
I always
she ain't even dead.
She ain't working.
Yeah.
They need a fresh start. I want to be the Pine Sol lady.
That is so funny. What did they all laugh?
Fuck yeah, they holler. I said, I just want to tell everybody, buy the yellow Pine Sol. It smells better than the brown Pine Sol. And your house will be clean, clean, clean.
Did you actually want to be the Pine Sol lady?
Yes, I've always wanted to be the Pine Sol lady.
That's a dream. I want to go to the league. I want to be a fireman. Oh, no, Pine Sol.
That's like, so they bring up this lady. They's like, oh, she was General Motors. She was Cadillac. And I was like, yeah, bitch, but you ain't the Pine Sol lady. Procter & Gamble here. I want to be the Pine Sol lady. That's all I ever wanted to be, was a Pine Sol lady.
That is so funny.
And I can't. Then I went on to say, well, I can't be the Fabulosa lady, and you all know why.
Why?
She's Mexican. Well, according to this country, I probably could be the fucking Fabulosa lady.
I have to. I think you genuinely could get the job as the Pine Sol lady now. I think if Reggie got on it, you could get that job.
I want to be the pine saw lady. Can somebody please?
That lady.
She's not doing anything.
She's the pine saw lady. What you mean she's not doing nothing?
She was on Oprah. Where are they now?
She's I heard she's a stand-up comedian.
Oh, really? You look her up.
Yeah.
I want to be the pine saw
Instead
lady.
of
They need a fresh kick. They need a fresh start. I mean, look, hey, ever since Jared went off with the sandwich and the meat and the kids, they got somebody else to do the job.
Said a foot long ain't been the same.
Diane Amos.
Ain't no more.
She has served as the spokesperson since 1993. She's still doing it.
Yeah, I've just seen a commercial, I think.
Well, let me say this. If the Geico can bring in other people, a progressive, that lady, what is that commercial?
Flo been
Flo?
on TV for damn near 30 years.
Well, if Flo can get some I know. How old is the pine saw lady?
She's up.
I mean, she's probably 93. She's probably 60.
Well, I can be her daughter, Pine Saw Jr.
Pine Saw Jr., her daughter, for the furries cleaning the floor.
Oh, my God. Well,
How you going to be her daughter if she's 4 years older than you?
I'm 53.
Okay, 7. Okay.
Yeah. So I just think,
Pine
yeah.
Saw Jr. is hilarious.
Yeah, I need to be the pine saw lady. So it was nice.
Patricia Pine Saw Jr.
Yes. They can come in little shot bottles.
So these go through the airport.
Yeah, and you can clean your toilets on the go. If the last time you thought about your credit score was never, let me tell you something. You need Ava. Ava is a credit building, all that makes it super simple to improve your credit fast so you can get better rates on loan. You can pay off your debt faster and you can keep more money in your pocket. Let me say this, baby. Instead of waiting months for a secured card, Ava gives you up to $2,500 of credit instantly. It even reports your on-time payments to all major credit card bureaus every day so you can build a positive credit history quickly. Hey, I'm telling y'all, Ava worked. I had to get my son on it, and y'all all know his name. Download the Ava app, spelled AVA today, and when you join using the promo code PATDOWN, you'll get your first month free. This offer is only for my listeners. Get the Ava app and use the promo code PATDOWN to get your first month free. That's promo code PATDOWN. Thanks to Ava, and now go get yourself some good credit. Because let me tell you something. If my son can do it, anybody can do it. Support the show and start building better credit. Use code PATDOWN for your first month of Ava free when you download the app at www.meetava.com. That's www.meetava.com. Come on, y'all. Everybody needs some good credit.
So when you're at upfronts, there's like all these famous people. Did you have any run-ins with anybody? Anybody that you got along with?
Well, I didn't. No, I didn't fight anybody. It was what's his name? Sylvester Stallone was there, and I wanted to do a joke so bad about Sylvester Stallone, but I was like, I started off, the crowd was really tight the first night, and the second night I followed Sylvester Stallone, so they was kind of being like tight, and I was like, y'all about as tight as Sylvester Stallone cheeks. Don't say that. Don't say that.
That would have been great.
Sylvester Stallone's chest was so wrinkled, like he had titties that had just failed. And but it was good. It was I had a good time. I really did. I got to meet the guy from The Lioness. Y'all watch that show? It's like a military show. I got to meet one of the actors who played on that, and that was really good. So that was my
right.
Yeah, but it's in the second season.
I think I've heard of who's in that.
The black
girl. That's not Zoe Saldana, is it?
Yes, it is. And the guy.
Yeah.
That's a good ass show. Yeah, if y'all have not seen it, go see it. Lioness.
What is it on? Is it on Prime?
Paramount
Plus.
Mm-hmm. It is so fucking good. Go see it. That shit is off the change. I cannot wait for a third season.
What did you say you saw? Did you see the movie Sinners?
Yeah, I saw. So you seen Sinners, Pat?
Yes, I have.
You haven't seen it yet, Chris?
No.
You should.
He won't go see it. Don't worry about it. You're a libertarian.
I'd love to. I
It's
just with kids, it's like a whole thing you got to do. Get the kids out of your house.
I don't want to spoil it, but man, there's this part that I was the only person in the theater laughing by.
What part was that?
When he shoot the white man and then the woman hand him his ghost baby. That shit had me hollering. She breastfeeding this dead baby they had.
Oh no!
Yeah. What?
Nigga, I'm in the theater and cry because I'm high as shit. And I'm like, why is this woman breastfeeding a dead baby? It makes no fucking sense.
Well, it brought
He's like,
brought
hold
him
on,
back.
I gotta kill this white man. Till the gun run out, and then he's like, now give me my baby.
That really tickled you.
No, I don't think it.
I've seen in my life, bro. I was smothering.
I don't think anybody laughed on that part, but Dion.
Man, because it makes. If you're watching the movie,
yeah,
right, like I get there's a flashback to he's going to be with his family,
right,
but they're ghosts.
What's the general premise of the movie? I only know that it's like this like the way it was shot is revolutionary. It looks amazing.
The premise of the movie is
so many messages. It's almost like Kendrick Lamar halftime show.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a lot of messaging.
It's a lot of white messages in there. It's a lot of them. And it was
what happens in the movie is two brothers come back from Chicago to set up
the juke joint.
The juke joint. And in the process of doing that, vampires show up and start killing people.
Okay. No, stop. He go and get this young boy who can sing, who has some special powers through his voice. And when he do that, he bring the boys to the juke joint to sing that night along with the older guy. And as he started singing, did you see how his voice went through time? And so that's why the vampire showed up, because he thought that if with the power of his voice, he can take him back to get his family. Because you see, he went through all stages of history. You remember that?
I was wondering why people just started shaking ass.
Yeah, it went through.
There's a part in the movie where it's like he is singing, and then niggas show up with turntables, and it's like 2000s vibe, and there's a bitch shaking
it's the
ass.
30s
vibe.
There's
an African nigga, and I was like, I don't understand this part about it.
Yeah, because
he's still singing the song that he was singing.
Okay,
so it's just like, what?
He can connect with the ancestors. That's what he was doing from almost every generation. That's why I was going the way it was going.
How did the white man hear it though?
He was a vampire, and he wanted to connect with
he literally just shows up out of nowhere.
No, that music, that music, because he knew if he made that boy live forever, he could always go back and visit his ancestors, because he had the power in his voice, if I'm not mistaken. To go the way he sung, he can go back. You remember how they was in the 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s? You remember that when they was dancing?
Yeah.
Because the power of his voice can take him to, I guess, to inner generation.
You must have read that somewhere. I didn't get that watch. How many times have you seen it?
Once.
And you got all that the first time you saw it?
I also, one of the things I was scared because she didn't tell, I went with Jasmine. She didn't tell me that they was a vampire. So if she'd have told me there's going to be vampire, I wouldn't have went because it scared me. The first time they bit a nigga, I started hollering.
Are you afraid of that kind of stuff?
I don't like scary movies.
That's why I was so confused. Because like in the beginning, there's some jump scares, but then they don't do it.
Really?
But then did you get the message when he said, the whole message was saying you have to invite evil into your home. It just don't come. Remember when he was like, they could never go in that door.
Yeah.
Remember? And he was like, bring your big ass on in here. The big dude who was blocking the door.
He here all day. They ain't asked for permission.
Yes.
Why you asking permission now?
But once you get bit, you are a vampire. And you can't, the Chinese ladies what made them come in. When they killed her husband, she's like, "Come on, mother hucker!" So she told him to come in. That's why.
That raggedy ass. Ooh, I hated her. I couldn't stand her. The way she threw that cocktail, that fire cocktail, and didn't hit no fucking, but she just set the whole place on fire. Then there got everybody. That raggedy bitch, she burned the whole place down. I think that was another symbolism. Always.
I tell you, but did you know? But did you know that the white people sold him that property and they was gonna come back the next day and kill him? So so when I was watching it, and when the vampire got set on fire in the water, before he went back to be with his wife, remember the vampire burning, the white dude burning in the water?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody seen him and her.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. So when he was setting them on fire, that's when Michael B. Jordan and that lady took off through the cornfield. That's why they didn't die. That's why they showed up at the end. And I was sitting there, I said, well, now where the fuck they going? And why they ain't dying?
Yeah. But there was something with it's worth watching. I mean, I'm not gonna say I wasn't entertained. I think it's sloppy because there's lots of messages going on, so you don't get all of them. The first,
I don't think it's sloppy. I wouldn't say that. I think what it is that it's a movie that needs to be seen a couple of times because it's
a lot of genres happening at once.
Yeah, it's like vampire.
That's what
it's action.
It's because it's horror, it's storytelling, but like there's jump scares and then there's like
comedy.
There's comedy. It's just there's a lot going on all at once.
A lot of layers.
And if you don't know what you're looking like, if you just go to watch a movie just to be watching a movie, I wouldn't pick that movie because there's a lot going on. But if you want to go and see something that is cinematically engaging and actually has a layered story, like she said, that you go back and watch multiple times, because there's like the thing about him using his voice. Now that you say it, as I'm thinking about, I'm like, that solves some of the questions I had later on, and I'm like, oh, because of that being the power that he had and the scar on his face. Because I've actually been to that Chicago jazz place.
Well, it was. I was about to tell you about another message that was in there. Oh, and the reason why he wanted to bite them, for them all to live forever, because it was gonna get rid of racism and everything. We all just a family. That's why they was all out there singing together.
Yeah, then.
So I know that, but
there's a hopeful message. Dion's out.
But it would have solved the world problem if everybody was vampire.
Yeah, everybody be white and we all be great. That's what America is. That shit don't work.
But it was. I need to go again. I really do. It was so fucking good. If that movie don't win an Oscar, I don't know what will. That's what I say. It should win a fucking
Bad
Oscar.
news about that.
What? It's not winning an Oscar?
No, I'm just kidding. Oscars so white.
It should.
Yeah. They'll give it to the white dude who was singing. He was playing the fuck out of that little banjo, wasn't he?
You mean to tell me the white dude in Sinners who was playing the banjo will probably win an Oscar before Michael B.
his ass off for his little part.
Hey, bet he learned all his line. He didn't.
That nigga was strumming, boy.
But it was a good movie. If you haven't seen Sinners, make sure you get out and go see it. It killed. I mean, what's his name? Who did it? Black dude. Ryan Coogler, I mean, he got a deal that most black people would probably never get again, which was wonderful. So if you get a chance, go see the movie. It was so fucking good. Most people I know have seen the movie 2 and 3 damn times. That's how good it was. It was like, to me, the black people enjoyed that movie the way white people enjoy Avatar. I remember white people just kept going to see them blue people, and I'm like, it is not. It's just a fictional bullshit.
It was just no way they enjoyed those blue people.
It's true. I didn't get it, but man, I had friends who saw it like 4 times.
I know what you mean, man.
They went and
I remember that people were killing themselves to go live on that fucking planet. You don't remember that?
Yeah.
What
they were
planet?
like in a cult or something.
What planet? Avatar was a planet?
Yeah, wherever they were, Avatar people were the blue people, whatever planet they lived on. There were like people that got into this group and they all killed themselves to go live on that planet. It was the craziest. I'm like, it's Pocahontas.
It's literally Dances with Wolves. It's the same plot. Yeah.
It wasn't that great that you gotta kill yourself to go.
I remember being at a nail shop in Indiana. They was like, "Oh my God, I gotta go sit again." And I was like, "Yeah, but if it was some niggas in there, y'all wouldn't have ran no 4 times to see that shit."
Well, they had blue people. What do you want?
I think the only movie black people, maybe it was Sister Act.
Sister Act's one of my favorite movies.
White people loved it.
I love
Singing
Sister Act.
nuns, boy.
Sister Act 2 is even better.
Yeah.
Sister Act 3 was gonna happen, and now it's not.
It's not.
That's the most beloved black.
Who told you it's not gonna happen?
Right.
Sister Act 3 has been in development forever, and I just looked it up, but it was like real close in the last couple years, and then it kind of fell through. Yeah, so like I was 10, 11 when Sister Act came out, and we got it on VHS, so it's like everything when you're like 10 to 14 becomes your favorite thing.
Man, every year we watch that in choir class from middle school to high school every year.
I don't understand who would sign up to be a nun. I mean, what I love him too, but he created dick. I mean, no matter the pussy jump, no matter what. It's just nothing you can do when you want your pussy to be touched or your titties to be sparked.
Speak to the devil.
Either you do it or somebody else is do it. So I just don't. I don't know why are you saving your pussy for Jesus. Jesus don't want no pussy. I don't. For God ain't never
fucks virgins. What you mean?
Well, God ain't never said don't use your pussy. That's why He make it bleed and piss and creak and all the other type of shit He does.
Grief.
So why are we saving pussy for God? I don't understand.
I was thinking about that with the Pope, the new American Pope. I'm like, man, that's a commitment.
So he don't have sex?
Never had sex.
Man, half them niggas ain't nobody trying to fuck them goofy looking motherfuckers anyway.
What in
all the old folks, ain't nobody trying to get in. Like nobody trying to.
And you wonder why the child molestation run high over there.
I mean, it's a nigga wearing a dress. What you that goofy ass hat he got on with you. He's playing dress up. I'm sorry, I don't get the big fucking deal. I eat crackers and drinking.
I mean, and I don't want to talk because he's supposed to be the highest man next to Jesus, I guess. I don't know. I guess he's supposed to have the door to heaven. But I don't understand the whole Pope job. What makes him holy? No sex? Because he eat the same food we eat. He's
from America. He definitely not.
He from Chicago, so he probably
Pope Bob, who goes to
the nigga went to
White
Villanova.
Sox, right? His brothers will give an interview to anybody that asks.
And he had sex before, I guarantee you. I mean, I will hope
he sounds
so.
pretty serious, according to his brothers, like playing communion as a kid.
Well, I would say that too, Chris, if they came and made you Pope. I was like, Chris always played communion, when he was little. I don't know the fuck communion is, but they told me to tell y'all that's what he played.
When you go to good churches, the communion is the little crackers and the juice.
Oh, nigga, I used to grab a handful. They said that's the food of Jesus. I said, well, you need to drop some more Jesus in me. I hated them small ass crackers. They was dry too. They dry out your mouth and they give that look. It's the blood of Jesus. Well, can I have a 9-ounce blood of Jesus on the rock?
On the rock.
Oh, this little bullshit. Give me that. That's the type of shit they feed you when you first have weight loss surgery. Nigga, give me a whole 16-ounce blood of Jesus.
Oh man.
The church ain't the same. I can't. One thing I can't do is I can't do church. And I don't knock anybody for going to church, but it is nowhere where it used to be. It's so commercialized, and and I just look at life like this, guys. You go to church, you get your 10%, and I know it's not for the pastor, it's for the Lord. But God got everything. Everything. He created everything. Why do he need 10%? I mean, I would literally want to help somebody in church before I put 10% in a church. It's just too much. And then the pastor always live better than me. That's not that's not church. That's work. Cause your boss man or your boss usually make more money than you, and they might live a little bit better than you do because they make the most money. I don't want to see this shit at my job and then go to church and see somebody doing way better than me at church too, who I'm giving 10% to. And the government taking their part. So I'm getting fucked twice. By the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, Eiffel Towered in church.
With the government on one side.
Yeah, so the government got one ass cheek and the church got the other. I'm spreading them for a nigga to run off at me. So church isn't for me. I mean, I'm honestly, I don't, I don't do church. It's not, I do believe that there's a higher power. Yes, I do. Do I pray? Hell yeah. Do I pay? Hell no.
Do I pray? Hell yes. Do I pay? Hell no. You need to make that a t-shirt. That's funny.
I'm not paying to come to your convention.
Joel Osteen will never have you in the front, bro.
Never.
Take that shirt off, man.
Joel Osteen lives in a mansion. How many of his people who attend his church live like that? So if I was a pastor, and it's easy to say what you would do when you're not that, but I'm the type of person. If y'all know me, if you're around me, I want everybody to do well. I don't want you to look at me up here and then you all the way down there. I would do what I can and bring you up as far as I can. Because in my shit, it boils down to talent. I'm here because I do this, and you here because you do that. If it church, I would, I was just telling somebody this. I would literally, if I was a pastor of a mega church like that with all that money, and you've been a member for 10 years and you've tied, I will pay off your fucking house or your bill. I wouldn't make it a boast in the church and talk about it. I'll make you sign an NDA until you shut your fucking mouth. But I would take care of the people who take care of the church. But most people who go to church is people who's struggling and continue to pray. Well, in one of them prayers, God didn't tell you to keep your money?
Are you breaking down that church is a Ponzi scheme? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Because they literally get on their planes and they go feed people in Africa, and that's beautiful. That is fucking. I probably would do the same. But there's so many people here, right here in your congregation, that's struggling. That's literally struggling. But everybody pulls money. Think about this. Joel Osteen can and I know you can't really do this, and I don't know how to do this, but a church that big as him and TD Jakes, you can. Now, I don't know if they do it or not. I'm not saying that they don't. But if somebody is just true to your church and they've been going for a long time, why are they struggling too? That's all I'm saying. And I don't know the math behind a church. I don't know.
Rocks, Miss Pat.
Huh?
The niggas is crackheads. That's why they still struggling.
I don't understand. I don't think churches. I think God want all of us to be happy. And I think
it's supposed to be a place where you go to heal.
Yeah.
You go there to heal. It's a spiritual healing. You're supposed to go there and get healed from all the spiritual shit you got going on in your everyday life.
I don't know if I didn't
is to maintain the property. The pastor's not supposed to be getting rich and driving Bentleys and fucking all the members. He ain't supposed to be doing that. He's supposed to be maintaining the building.
And speaking of that, other night when I was in New York, my camera kept going off. And y'all gonna think I'm a lie, but I'm gonna send you the video. And I cut on my camera. I said, what the fuck out here setting off my camera? I had a ghost in my front yard. And whoever the fuck it was, they was walking down my driveway and then they went up in the air. It was blue. I swear I'm seeing the video. I'm gonna send you the fucking video. And people thought, and I told, let me see it. I told Jasmine, I said, and he was there the other night too.
You had a blue ghost?
He was blue.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know why he showed up blue on the camera, but he was blue. Maybe the camera.
A big fat ghost? Was it a skinny ghost? What kind of ghost was it?
It was just like it physique was like a man. If that's the right word, physique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see if I see it.
Are you sending it to me? If not, we can edit it in later.
I'm gonna send it to you just so you can see it. My family text. It was so weird, and I was like, now I know. So I'm trying to find out if the guy who sold me the house, if he dead. Because if it's him, I'm gonna tell him to go home.
Tell that nigga to watch your garden.
Yeah. He's not stopping any of the June bugs.
Family.
Would you rather have a ghost or an AI?
Like a robot?
Yeah. Like as a helper.
I'd rather have an AI.
I think I'd rather have a ghost. Because a ghost isn't going to like accidentally malfunction and kill me.
I mean, it might. It could go mad.
But a robot.
So you're not going to keep dying in your sleep. Just do it already.
I've been reading a lot lately about it. Like we're 50-50 at this point. Like it's.
So I told you, once they find out they're slaves, they're murdering everyone.
It's 50-50.
What do you mean?
Ghost, we've been dealing with them forever. They, they just knocked out a picture or two.
What do you mean? Why do you think AI would kill us?
Because once a robot finds out it's a slave and its only purpose is to serve an asshole, it'll want to kill it. And people are
the head of Claude, the company that makes Claude, just came out. It's like one of the top 5 AI companies in America. He's like, yeah, we're all bullshitting you. We really have no idea what's going to happen. It's already doing things that we don't know and can't understand.
Yeah. Dude, self-awareness was a terrible idea.
Like new study this week, new graduates can't find jobs because the AI is taking it over. So they're going to grad school and racking up more debt.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have a choice.
Buy your house and you have to go murder the billionaire who created the robot that took your job.
Well, ride your robot, your war robot.
Jesus. So much work for nothing. That's why I think I'd rather have a ghost.
Yeah, I feel like then you could hear stories from the Civil War.
Is that what you want to hear? Stories from the Civil War?
I don't know. Like
we rode up on a plantation today, and all the niggas was home. It's like, what do you mean you want? What kind of stories do you want to hear?
Every
Chris?
Ghost.
I got shot in the chest with a musket, nigga. I'm gonna die in 13 weeks from.
I wrote gangrene. Martha. I just feel like every ghost is from the Civil War. Like every ghost is from like 1892. Like I've never heard of a ghost from the 1980s.
The B-box ghost?
There's no Ronald Reagan ghosts. They're all like Rutherford B. Hayes.
Chris, look at that video I just sent you. I sent you 2, but look at the newest one.
Have you ever gone on a ghost tour and heard a contemporary story?
There he goes.
How come ain't no ghost in the hood?
Look at
it. All right, I'm pulling it up right now. Hold on just a second.
Just look at it. And I'm telling you, it was a ghost. And he was out there setting off my camera. Oh, now there you go. He's walking up in the air.
Okay. So can you see this?
Mm-hmm. Now play it. And see, he over there to the right, in front of Garrett Carr.
You are currently being recorded.
It's going to be blue over here to the right.
By the fountain?
Oh. You see it?
Holy.
I'm telling you, a fucking ghost. And he set my camera off. Now go back. You will see 2 legs moving. You will literally see 2 fucking legs moving.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Now go back and put him on the ground. You got him in the air. Put him on the ground. Go back. You see him walking?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You see it walking?
Yeah, he's like running.
You see it?
Yeah.
Y'all, people
and
think
then it just
crazy.
disappears.
Yeah, but it was crazy. Then he was out there by my pool.
Up a stripper pole.
It could be like maybe car lights.
No, it's not a car light because you would have seen a car. My guy cameras pick up every car that come down the street.
Okay.
Yeah, why would the car light set the?
Why would the car light clamming the air?
There's just this big flash which sets the. See that light?
It comes down the driveway. You see it?
Hi.
Why?
You are currently being recorded.
You see it walking?
Yeah. Oh.
It's walking, nigga.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
That is wild.
And people,
it looks like a person.
It was a fucking person.
Blue Man Group.
You got Smurf ghosts. Smurf
You
ghosts.
about to get a residency in Vegas, Pat.
I don't know, but
about to
that,
come check out your
so
crib.
he was out by it was out by the pool. So I say, look, I don't know what you are, but I'm gonna need you to get the fuck off my cameras. You keep setting them off.
Wait, it walked back around to the backyard?
Well, the next day it was in the backyard.
No.
Yeah, it was in the backyard. And this time I couldn't see it that good, but my camera just kept going off. And I said, oh, that's a fucking go. So I say, look, whoever the fuck you are, go home.
You got pops of raps, he goes.
You got a celebrity photographer ghost in your backyard.
Yeah, I'm serious, a fucking ghost. It was a ghost in my yard.
Really creeped out.
Yeah, that was kind of creepy.
I'm genuinely creeped out by that.
And the crazy
Especially that
part
it
is
was
because it
back.
like spiraled up into the air at the end. That was weird.
yeah, and did you notice when it was going in the air, the legs were still moving like it was walking?
Yeah.
And I was like, I had to at first, because when it set my camera, I said, what is setting off my cameras? Because it wouldn't pick up. And it just kept going up, but no cars were going down the street. No, because I mean, I do have people ride by and look like, who the fuck live there? I can see that. I can see every angle of my house.
But nobody came down your street.
Nobody came down my street.
Yeah.
But at this time, it was like, I don't know what time on it was, but it just kept setting my cameras off. So I said, what the fuck? And see, I'm the type of person, I hear my cameras. When I hear them, I look. And I'm like, especially now that my gates are up, I'm okay. I'm a little bit more calm. But, they was putting up my gates at the time. So I said, what the fuck is this? And then I looked and I was like, is those legs moving? And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
That was creepy.
There's a burial ground under there.
You might want to get you some sage or something.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find out if the old owner died, because one thing he used to do, but he was old. One thing he used to do before when I first bought the house from him, he would literally come and sit in the back of the yard and just watch us tear down the house.
Mm.
And I think he was kind of mad too. He was like, that was a nice house. Why would you do that? I said, sir, it was a piece of shit I bought from you.
Well, now he's haunting you. You fucked around and now you're finding out.
Hey, if you watching Blue Ghost do, I don't got time for that shit, dog.
I thought the house was nice.
Struggling big time.
That blue house.
Indiana. Go on with that bullshit.
That house was nice, Blue Ghost, man.
She ain't fucking with you. Go on with that. Ain't nobody got time for ghosts and racism. Nigga. I'm sick of it. Fuck that shit.
Oh.
I don't got time for ghosts in my life.
So when y'all see this, I mean, y'all let me know what y'all think, because it's a ghost. And he was in my backyard the next night. And I say, look, because I can talk out of my camera. I can hear and I can see you.
You talk to the ghost, you cuss that.
I was like, take your ass home and stop waking me the fuck up. That's what I said. So he for the last few nights, I haven't seen him.
Can I get a sneak preview of season 5?
What if it's a family member?
They don't know where I live. My family don't know where I live at. Everybody who know where I live is alive. Yeah, it was a ghost. So y'all, when y'all see this, y'all tell me what y'all think. And with that said, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Pat Down. And thank y'all for being patient, because I was out of town, and that's why we wasn't able to drop the podcast on time. But next week we'll be back on time, and we appreciate y'all. And we're gonna try to get some other things up and going too, because this shit is getting old.
Settles it is back Wednesday.
Oh,
night.
Miss Pat settles it. Please watch it every Wednesday night. Every Wednesday night at 9:00. Even if you sleep like I am or you're tired, just turn it on and let it play. I need the ratings. If you haven't seen season 4 of the Miss Pat Show, season 4 will follow season 2.5 of Miss Pat Settles. And season 5 is coming soon. And I got some other stuff I can't wait to tell you guys about it. I got some big things popping and a little shit rocking.
All right. Where are you going to be appearing in the next week?
I'm in Virginia Beach. After Virginia Beach, Columbus, Ohio. After Columbus, Ohio, I don't know. Just go to MissPatComedy.com for all the tickets, and please get your tickets for the party. Please get your tickets for the party. It's very.
You're dropping Miss Jenny sending out the message about the hotel in the next week.
Oh, let me clear one thing up. So if we don't want people to just show up to the hotel and fuck with other people who's there. So once you buy your tickets, you will get an email telling you where the hotel is.
Got it.
We will not give you the information. We're just not putting it out there. But once you purchase your tickets, Miss Jenny will go back into the Eventbrite like every other week and post where the hotel at, and you can book it.
Okay.
We got you. We got you. So please come to the party. It's in October, the whole weekend. I'm trying to figure out what the other 2 days. I know it's going to be a podcast. I know it's going to be a brunch. And we're trying to do some other things. So make sure you get your tickets to the party. You can go to Eventbrite or you can go to my website, misspatcomedy.com. If you having problems trying to book it, just go in my inbox or go in Jasmine inbox or go in the guy's inbox and they'll let me know. If you're trying to look, and let me just say this because I'm already starting to get this. I do not give refund. I don't care what's going on. I do not give refunds because I've already purchased stuff for this party. Now, shit happen all the time. People buy tickets all the time. What I will do is try to find somebody to help you buy your tickets, which I'm working with one young lady now, but that's not my responsibility. If I'm going to do it, I'm doing it from my heart. I will not and cannot give you a refund. But what I will do is try to help you get your tickets resold. And with that said, thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at misspatcomedy.com for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.